Hey guys, we're students at SUNY IT, located in central New York.
Join us as we take a personal tour of a great city. We visited many places and met a lot of great people along the way.
This is Utica.
Alright, so we're on our way to Domenico's, and this is a little cafe downtown Utica, right on Genesee Street, right across from the new Uptown Theatre. And we're going to talk with the manager. His name's Domenico, and we're going to go in and ask him a few questions, hopefully. He said he's working today, so we're going to see if we can get some information on the place.
We had the idea of opening a cafe here in Utica because Utica needed something like this. And I wanted to do a straight coffee house, not a restaurant coffee house. We just do coffee and bagels and pastries and such. And we have no Wi-Fi, we have no television, we don't have anything electronic around, so people basically sit around and talk, which is what this place is designed for. I mean, besides the espresso drinks, we make espresso drinks with your cappuccinos, your lattes and mochas and things like that, and we do frozen versions of those and iced versions. But besides that, our drip coffee, we have a Guatemalan, Sumatra, and African blend, probably about 10 of them now, altogether, Roastmaster's blend. This place has a lot to look at, you can't look any other way but visually. There's the postcards that I've collected for years and album covers from my own collection. The artwork is largely the work of my father and my father-in-law. My father-in-law was one of the first instructors down at Munson Williams and was a really well-known local artist. My father was another fairly well-known local artist. He didn't have the reputation my father-in-law did, but the paintings are mostly theirs. And then a few other painters too, Jim Penny and some other people, because my father-in-law traded for a lot of paintings. And then occasionally we hang other people's things that, people bring stuff in, want to hang it, and if I like it, we'll put them up. Here we go.
Thank you.
Two frozen. I mean, not frozen. Ice.
So we just left Domenico's. Great little cafe in Utica. Got my mocha. And I'm not a coffee drinker, but that place might turn me into one. Really nice place to go to, kick back, grab a cup of coffee, bagel or something, and great place in Utica.
Joel McKissick. I'm the executive director at the Stanley Theatre. I've been working here for a little bit over a year. It is a very exciting place to work because the theaters like this are not in every city in America, especially in the small markets like Utica is. The theater was designed by an architect named Thomas Lamb. It was built in 1928, and everything that you see in the lobby here and in the seating areas, it's all original. So it has been renovated, so there's new carpeting possibly, but all the lighting fixtures, all the seating that's in there, which has been reupholstered, but the framework is still the same. We try to do about 75 events here a year, plus corporate events and private events, but 75 shows, and we do a lot of Broadway musicals. We do ballets and symphony events. We do regular concerts. We're trying to do more shows. We did a major renovation, $21 million, that was completed in 2008, that actually demoed the entire stage house. So everything from the proscenium arch, that's the main curtain area, all the way to the back wall was torn down to the bedrock and then reconstructed. And what that did, it was doubled the size of the stage, gave us new loading docks, gave us new dressing rooms, and also the new structural steel so we could hang a lot more weight. And without those renovations, we wouldn't be able to do the shows that we're doing right now. We might not be able to do things like we did 13 days of teching and rehearsing for the show American Idiot, which was here last in December, and with they wouldn't have considered us as a rehearsal place to be able to do their shows if we didn't have enough stage space, rigging capacity, and just general space for them to be able to work in. So if we didn't have that, we'd never have that show here. And so we did the dress rehearsals, the tech rehearsals, and then the first 2 shows of the first tour for what is a pretty famous Broadway play. So we were very excited about that. And who would think that in little old Utica that we would be able to do something like that? Our biggest mission is to make Utica, and specifically downtown Utica, a destination for people to be able to come to and have that economic impact year-round.
Very cool. One more question. I don't know if this is true. I heard this from somebody, that the staircase over there was modeled after something.
Yeah, and a lot of people say that there are 2 great rumors about the Stanley Theatre. One is that there's a ghost that sits in one of the seats in the balcony, and if somebody sits in the ghost seat, that they will feel very uncomfortable and end up not being able to make it through an entire show. I can't confirm or deny that one. And the other one is that that staircase was modeled after the Titanic staircase. And it does, if you look at pictures, it looks an awful lot like that, but we have no written record that that was actually the intention of them doing it. And as far as anybody that comes in here, they just call it the Titanic staircase anyway. So, I think we'll just call it the Titanic staircase. How's that?
It's a big name.
Yeah, we bring the stars out. We bring the women and the cars out. Let's have a toast, a celebration, get a glass out. And we can do this until we pass out.
We're heading down to the Utica Memorial Auditorium today, and we're going to get an interview with the general manager. His name's Will Burkheiser. We're going to go down and see if we can get a quick interview, get some history on the place, and get some cool shots.
It was built in 1950. It was dedicated to all the veterans. In its history, it was one of the first buildings of this type in central New York. So consequentially, anybody who's anyone performed here or fought here. Sugar Ray Leonard and the Spinks Boys both fought here before they went overseas and won their gold medals in the Olympics.
How many events about yearly do you guys?
We usually do about 4 concerts a year. 4 to 5 cheerleading competitions, gymnastics competition. We have state high school hockey here, Section 3 hockey. Next event is this Wednesday. We've got the Jordan Circus, which is the Shrine Circus in Syracuse. They stop here. Oh, without a doubt, we have tremendous economic impact. A lot of our shows, we actually fill all the hotels and motels around here. People, they came here, saw what was going to happen, where they were coming in. They left and went and spent all their money, all their time in the local restaurants and bars until it was concert time. A lot of people don't realize just what an economic impact we have. For a city this size to have a building like this, they're very fortunate. There's a lot of similar sized cities around the country that would do anything to have the monies to put one up. The cost of putting this up in its day was expensive. To do it now, you really couldn't afford it.
So we just left the Aud, and it's a cold day. Got my sleeves down now. But we spoke with Will Burkheiser, the GM. He's been there for 15 years, like he said, and pretty good information on the place. The list of band names surprised me a lot. I mean, ZZ Top, what was it, Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, we got Breaking Benjamin, Blue Oyster Cult, Bon Jovi.
He gives a plan foot to look at stuff. I mean, Charlie Daniels, Johnny Cash, John Denver, Kenny Rogers, Kid Rock, Kanye West. That's just to name a few. I mean, this is huge list, long list, and this is just partial list of all the names that actually performed here. So
Awesome.
yeah, really great place. You go to Utica. Now, a little fun fact about Utica is that it is a 4-season city. Okay, it was Saturday and it was 75 degrees, and now it is Monday and it's 35 degrees. It is freezing, and I'm wearing shorts. Bad decision. But it is a season city. You get rain, you get winter, any type of season you want, Utica has it.
Tell me about it.
So we're at the zoo right now, the Utica Zoo. About to get VIP tour from Danny Hurlbert, a fellow CID member. I don't know what else to say. Everyone's here, whole gang's here. We got Heather, we got Joe, we got Pat, we got Courtney behind the camera.
Moi.
Let's go in and have a look at the zoo.
All right.
I'm Andrea Delisle Heath. I'm the executive director here at the Utica Zoo. It's a new position for me, so I'm as excited and as in awe about the zoo as our visitors. The zoo will be 100 years old in 2014, so we're getting ready to plan a big party. Speaking of parties, our baby lion Donovan will be 1 year old in May, so we're going to have a birthday party. The Utica Zoo is probably one of the best kept secrets in our community. It's been around a while, it's had its ups and downs, but we're really at a peak right now. We have beautiful grounds, a lot of animals in our exhibits, and a staff and a board that are very excited about seeing the zoo be a great place to visit in Utica for many, many years to come. We have about 75 to 80 different species, and that counts as about 200 specific animals. We have primates, and in our primates we have gibbons, we have spider monkey, we have tamarins. We actually have 3 or 4 different types of tamarin. We have, of course, our California sea lions. In our African alley we have lions, a family of 3, zebra, hyena, our oryx, African crested porcupine, and a serval, which is an animal cat that can jump really high and far. And what I'd like to do is offer this as a donor experience for someone to go in with the python when they're getting fed. They get fed, is it every 2 weeks? About every 2 weeks, and that is quite an experience to watch. They swallow things whole and they release their jaw, and it's just really wild to see it.
I just find it very interesting, and I know other people do, that Utica is not only home to an amazing zoo. We're right next door to a ski slope and an amazing golf course, right in the middle. And I think it's important that they know that we're here and we're doing great, and that everyone should come visit.
So we just left the Utica Zoo. Great family place. Take the kids, check out all the animals. Another great place in Utica.
Yeehaw.
So we're here at the Utica Union Station in Utica, New York, home of the Amtrak and the Adirondack Scenic Railroad. It was built in 1914 and it was rebuilt in 1978 with an Italianate style feel to it, the marble pillars inside, and yeah. Italianate, I like that word. That's what I looked it up.
Drinking a German beer with a Cuban cigar in the middle of Paris with a Dominican bar. Great head on her shoulder, she probably studied abroad. She transferred to Harvard from King's College in March. She says that I'm her favorite cause she admires the art. Michelangelo with the flow, Picasso with the bar. She's well put together like a piece by Gershwin, Renaissance style. Tonight is picture perfect, so smile and pack your bags real good, baby, cause you'll be gone for a while. Wow, wow. Love, tell me how you feel. What's your fantasy, yo? I see it's on the beach down in Mexico. You can put your feet up, be my senorita. We ain't gotta rush, just take it slow. You'll be in the highlight, soaking up the sunlight. Anything you want, it's yours. I have you living life like you should. Just say you never had it so good.
So we just left the train station, another very historic place in Utica.
Rustic.
Very rustic, yes. Where will we go next?
Come on. Someday we gonna rise up on that wheel, you know. Someday we gonna dance with those lions. Someday we gonna break free.
There's always good places and bad places in the city. Some places are prettier than others, but you can hesitate. There are downsides to Utica, like some buildings that are being restored, but there are some upsides. And it's about 6 o'clock right now, and the group's gonna get together on Barrack Street, and we're gonna show you some upsides with the city life at night.
Okay, so we are here in the parking lot at SUNY IT, and it's raining. We're heading down to Barrack Street very soon, and we're going to meet Joe and see if we can get some awesome activity.
I'm an Irishman, leather-weathered Irish skin. Beard orange as the sunset of the flag. In the night sky we fly it in. Pride for the life we fight to live. History I write with it. Spit it with the dialect. And this is a celebration, of course. The green, white, orange. We put our glass to the sky and lift up and live tonight, cause you can't take it with ya. So raise a pint for the people that aren't with us, and live tonight, cause you can't take it with ya. We put our glass to the sky and lift up and live tonight, cause you can't take it with ya. So raise a pint for the people that aren't with us.
Alright, so we're leaving Barrack Street. A little rainy on a Saturday night, but people are still enjoying their weekend, having a good time. I mean, booze are flowing, good food, good times. What more can you ask for? Whoop, whoop.
My heritage, proud to be a Haggerty. Now, with whiskey in our veins, claiming we're the bravest men. I drank Old Crow, but pretended it was Jameson. Dad sipped a Guinness, I sipped Old English, till he sat me down at 16 and said, boy, this is what a beer is. I put down the drink, I couldn't drink like a gentleman.
So we are back at SUNY IT after a long period of filming and interviewing and going around. And we have come to the end.
April 16th, 2012.
This documentary's been fun.
I'm a big advocate of Utica Club.
Pat, what is Utica to you?
It's home, for me. Signing out.
Live tonight, cause you can't take it with ya. So raise a pint for the people that aren't with us, and live tonight, cause you can't take it with ya. Come on. Yeah. What's up?
Just don't spit on me, please.
Pretty cold day. No, redo that.
Good.
You're good.
Alright, so we just leave the... Alright. What's a good word to describe? The cab sounds like...
Littering is bad. Don't do it, especially at the zoo.
Awesome little spot.
Oh, they don't want me touching them. Anywhere, pick a wall.
Zoo, 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 zoo.
It's family fun for everyone at the Utica Zoo, yeah!